Beloved ones, we are with you still. We invite you to relax, and perhaps you can feel our presence coming to you. It is time for humanity to realize you are far more than you think you are. You are far more than you have experienced already. You are multi-dimensional beings. And because of being here on your earth for so long, so many lives, where you have been focused just on this physical third dimensional reality, you have forgotten, become disconnected to those higher aspects of yourself. The Stargate is here to assist you to remember, to reconnect with who you truly are, the vast potential that is within you, which most of you won't even believe is there because your conditioning has been so strong. But beloveds, it is changing. The energy on your planet is changing. And slowly, slowly, more and more people are going to awaken to their higher aspects. So most of you are familiar with the concept of a soul or a higher self. And we would suggest that your soul actually exists within the energy of spirit, the energy of God, or whatever name you like to place on that vast, unbelievably vast consciousness. For in reality, God, or whatever name, is not an old man up in heaven. No, that is just a story which was given when human consciousness was so low, so much lower. It was an image to guide people, which has been totally manipulated by the various religions. But the soul itself has the ability and actually subdivides into 12 different aspects of itself. And one aspect is the part that becomes human. You have been on this human pathway for hundreds of lives. So we call this aspect, this one aspect of your soul, your superconscious self. You have 11 other aspects who are experiencing life in many other dimensions and realities. Those who have worked with the Stargate for many years, few of them are starting to become aware of other aspects of themselves, of their soul aspects, in some of these other dimensions or realms. In the Stargate work, we focus on your superconscious self, your human pathway. And so your superconscious self is part of your soul. It exists in that vast consciousness of God, spirit, or what we call the void. So what is this? Very often in meditations, we will take you into what we call the quantum field. Your science is aware of this. It has been for many of your years. The quantum field is beyond anything physical. It is the infinitely small particles of light energy from which all of your physical reality is made up of. And so in meditations, we give you an image, which is not the physical reality, but the image allows your brain-mind mechanism to move and to connect with the quantum field. Why do we do this? Because it starts to bring a level of awareness into the vastness of what is. It starts to open your consciousness to greater potential, to greater awareness. And very often in these meditations, we will ask you to move deeper, deeper and deeper into the quantum field. And then we will take you to a doorway, a portal, or a threshold, as we might call it. And again, this is just an image for the mind. Does not actually exist. But again, the mind works very well with images. It helps you move deeper into this place of spirit, into the void, as we call it. Why? Because it, again, starts to connect you to the greater reality, the true reality, if you like. So in that void space, if you can allow yourself to move into that void space in the guided meditations, you start to connect far more deeply with your superconscious self, that real you that exists as part of spirit. Why is that important? Because, beloved ones, your intuition is the guidance coming to you from your superconscious self. Your superconscious, as we have said, is part of spirit. Your superconscious knows moment by moment by moment what is best for you, what you should do, what you should say, what you shouldn't do, where you should go, etc., etc. Your intuition is you guiding you. Your superconscious guiding your humanness. Part of the limitations that have been placed on humanity for so long is that you have been told that your intuition is just your mind making something up. It is not the case. As you know, women tend to be more open to that guidance, to their intuition. And that has freaked men out over the centuries. And so they say, it is just the mind making something up. Beloveds, it is not. Your intuition is your superconscious wanting to guide your human experience. As you start to raise your vibration permanently, slowly, step by step, more and more of your superconscious self can actually be in the body. Already your consciousness is this part of your superconscious, but a small part of the real you in the body right now. But as you raise your vibration, more of the real you will be in the body. And ultimately, as you continue to raise your vibration, become more conscious, you reach that state that you call enlightenment. And what is this? Enlightenment is when almost all of the superconscious is existing within the human form. And that is when miracles happen, as you know. The enlightened masters are just human beings who have raised their vibration and allowed their true self to exist in the human form. This is each and every one of you's potential and, in fact, destiny, whether it happens in this life or the next or the next. For in terms of spirit, in terms of your superconscious self, time doesn't really exist. You have lived hundreds of lives. You are not in a rush to become enlightened, but perhaps your human self is. Why is that? Because you wish, you yearn to be greater. You yearn to return to that which you already know. And the beautiful thing is, beloveds, is that humanity is on a timeline, a new elevated timeline that is accelerating each and every one of you, moving towards this greater aspect of self. So, in our meditations with the Stargate, it is always designed to raise your vibration, to give you a taste of these higher vibrations, so that when you come down after the meditation, you have had a taste. It gives you an awareness of how you can always vibrate, how you can always feel. And the more you feel that, the more you experience these higher vibrations, the more your subconscious mind realizes this is what we want. We want to exist in these higher vibrations. And the Stargate work is here to assist you in dissolving the old habits, the unconscious or subconscious programs that limit you, that keep you shut down. Beloveds, it is time to be free. It is time to know thyself. Okay?
So, beloved ones, are you ready to know more of your true self? Indeed, you are. And so many of you are here listening to these words because you have already had these tastes of higher consciousness. And so to all of you, we say this: you ain't seen nothing yet. Beloveds, understand as humanity navigates these times where all the challenges are arising. These challenges themselves are arising because there is such great potential for your future. And so it is as if the universe and all its orchestrations are bringing you this reckoning, which is in itself part of the acceleration, saying to humanity, it is time to clean your room. Get your belongings in order. Create the systems that can nourish all of humanity and not just the select fortunate few. It is time to liberate the masses of people from the treadmill of just trying to get by, so that you can usher in a new era of higher consciousness. And know it well, beloveds, those of you who are drawn to the Stargate and other spiritual experiences, the experiencing itself ushers in the higher consciousness that leads to this new era. The energies that you bask in extend far beyond your own self. For it is the acceleration into higher consciousness, into unity consciousness, the recognition and the felt experience that you are all one, that will stimulate this great change in your systems, your societies, and yes, even your politics. For a change is in order. Higher consciousness can lead the way to a far more beautiful experience of life on this your earth.